Today we are hanging out with the 2023 Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid. There's two trims available, and to my right we have the top trim, the X-Line Prestige. It has a starting MSRP of $42,990. Your other option is just the X-Line trim that has a starting MSRP of $38,490. Under the hood is a 1.6-liter turbo plug-in hybrid engine, producing 261 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. You'll have 34 miles of all-electric range, and you can charge in 2 hours with the level 2 charger that you can have installed at home. Otherwise, you'll have a combined range of 84 miles between the electric motor and gas engine, which is almost double the potential of range that just the hybrid has, making this, in my opinion, the best Sportage to get. So as I mentioned, only X-Line trims are available for the plug-in hybrid, which means you will get X-Line styling, which is essentially an exclusive front fascia and rear bumper as well. Now, you see these little sensors right here. That's because the Prestige is going to come with park sensor warnings. So that's gonna help you, not run into like a wall or maybe the bumper of another car. You also get LED projector headlights and LED fog lights, which I think is a nice touch because a lot of manufacturers are starting to ditch fog lights entirely. Anyways, that's gonna help you have just a little bit more visibility. And then another really cool feature on the Prestige is a heated windshield. Now what that's gonna do is help prevent from like ice and snow or whatever forming on your windshield, especially in a vehicle whose engine is not producing nearly as much heat as a normal gas powered vehicle would. So also that's the same for your side mirrors, they're heated as well. Then you'll also get 19-inch gloss black alloy wheels, and you have this matte black wheel arch molding here as well. Now the wheelbase is not that much shorter than the Sorento, but because this doesn't have a third row, you're gonna get about an inch more of legroom in the first and second row. Also, this has the smart park assist so that I can move my car out of a parking space or into it with just the press of a button on my key fob. Okay, so as you can see, it started raining right in the middle of our shoot, but we're gonna keep powering through this. So the back, you will have an attractive rear spoiler. Moving on down, you will have LED taillights on the X-Line Prestige. And this is the only badging really on the car other than the Sportage, but there's nothing on here that screams plug-in hybrid or hybrid. The only way you'll know is because there is a gas cap on one side and your plug-in door on the other. So both are located in the back of the vehicle. And then moving on down, you will have more sensors down here, which is for more parking collision avoidance assist. You do also have a power lift gate back here. There it is. And you do technically have less space than the hybrid, but it's really not by much. You'll have like up to 65 cubic feet of space with the second row down and 35 behind the second row. I wanted to give you some more functional numbers rather than cubic feet because that's not super duper relevant to most people. So behind the second row, it's gonna be a little over 3 feet deep and almost 3.5 feet wide. And then with the second row down, you'll get almost 5.5 feet of length to the back. It's a lot of space. Sitting in the second row is awesome, actually. There's a lot of really cool features back here. So one of them is, the first thing that I noticed was like you could put a tablet right here, and there's like rubber grippy thingies on this side of it so that it won't just go sliding around while you're driving. There's also a little hook right here, which is great for maybe putting like your purse from spilling over, maybe groceries, all kinds of cool things there. And then my favorite part, you guys, is there's like a pocket right here that's actually functional, because most cars just have like an indent right there that literally, like, what are you gonna put in there that's not just gonna go flying out? Like, this is, thank you for making a functional pocket. It's not difficult. You also have USB-C charging on either side of the front seats there. And then you do have cup holders right in the center, because the door pocket, you really, like, you can fit a teeny tiny little water bottle right there, but that's it. And of course, this glorious panoramic sunroof. Inside of the plug-in hybrid, you will have the X-Line Syntex trimmed seats. That basically translates to, it's just easy to clean because it's meant to be a little bit more for an outdoorsy lifestyle. These seats are also heated and ventilated in the front, and you will have an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat and passenger seat, which is pretty cool. You also have a heated steering wheel that has all of your nice functional buttons, controls, and then you have so much stuff going on here. So this is where you would control all of your heated, ventilated seating, and your heated steering wheel buttons are right there. You also have like this really cool little storage system for your cup holders, and there's these little buttons right here, and they make the little cup holder go boop, which is a pretty nifty little feature. Or you can move it out of the way if you have maybe a bigger cup, or if you just wanted to store something larger here. And then of course a very large center console in there. Then when you get open into here, this is where your wireless charging is. Now, even though you have wireless charging, you don't have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You do have connected Apple CarPlay and Android Auto though. And then moving up, you have this huge panoramic style display, but technically we're going to be talking about the 12.3-inch display here. So within your display, you have your map and your navigation. And what's significant here is that the Prestige is equipped with a smart cruise control with stop and go, and that uses your nav system, which will know the speed limits of the road, and even when curves are coming up, so it will adjust your speed accordingly to that. You also can control all of your ambient lighting in here. So you would go to your settings, go to vehicle, and then you have all of these really cool driver assistants that you can turn on and off if you would like. You would go down to your lights and then go to ambient light. So it's really cool. You can link them with your drive mode. So depending on what drive mode you enter, the color of your ambient lighting will change. And this is gonna be really impossible to see right now in broad daylight. But you have all of these different like moods. You can also have a custom color as well. But these are all of your moods that you have available. So you can pretend like you're in a peaceful forest. So, and it may help to relax and replenish your energy. It's so corny. It's really cute though. Then below your display is where all of your climate controls are. This is the exact same functionality as is the EV6, which is going to receive criticism, but I will say I actually like it this way. I think it makes everything look a lot cleaner instead of just having so many buttons. Also, it's like glare free, so it's easy to see all of your numbers and adjustments here. All you have to do is literally just be like, I want to control my radio. Now I want to control my climate control. Not sure why that's a matter of complaint for anybody. Also, nice to mention here in the Prestige, you will have a Harman Kardon 8-speaker sound system. So you can just hit up your radio and listen to that. Also within your display is a surround view camera, which you can access to the right of your drive mode knob. So this will give you pretty awesome little functionality of just looking around your car with this cool, there's a 3D view. Look it, there we are. And you can move it around and see all around your vehicle, which could be handy. So, and you have all these other different views that you can check out. Last but not least, I want to talk about your drive modes and how easy it is to access them. So you'll see here we've got Eco, Sport, Smart, and Snow. And I love that these aren't like, this isn't a button, it's a knob to switch the drive modes. It just feels a little bit more intuitive to me. And then you have some more functions within your digital gauge cluster here. So my favorite thing though is the attention level, because so this will recognize when you're looking straight ahead and at the road rather than like spacing out, staring out the window at whatever. But like, so right now, because I'm looking ahead, it's like, oh, you're really caffeinated. You have a high attention level, which I think is so funny. Or maybe I'm the only one who thinks so. And then you just can press this little 2-page button on your steering wheel to filter through all of these other settings here. If you guys have any more questions, drop them in the comment section below and let us know if you would prefer the hybrid or the plug-in hybrid. And a big shout out to Capital Kia for hooking it up with this ride. It's gonna rain.